Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new unit in depth. And yeah, we keep looking at the Chaos Space Marines. And yeah, keep looking at the elite choices. So this time it's time for the Mutilators. And I will say, I think it's one of the worst unit in the Codex. I think it's pretty bad unit. It's since the time that it was launched, I saw that this unit, and to be fair, I never use it, and I don't have any plan to use it. Maybe I will collect them because I like to have all the units, but so far I don't have miniatures. I don't have plan in short time to paint them, and yeah, and maybe it's one of the useless units that I have find in the codex. So let's make a look why, and please, if you have a use or I'm mistaken, let me know. But this is my opinion from the studies from the start of the unit. So it's costing 55 points for one mutilator. Have weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 4, strength 4, toughness 4, 2 wounds, initiative 4, 2 attacks, leadership 8, and armor 2 plus. They have the rule flesh metal, the war gear, sorry, flesh metal, that give them the armor 2 plus. They are bulky, so like a Terminator. They are demon, so it means that they have the 5 plus invulnerable save and cause fear. They have deep strike. They have mutilator weapons. Mutilator weapons is that in the face combat you can choose from the next options is a pair of chain fists, a pair of lightning claws, a pair of power molds, power axes, or power swords. So, and you cannot repeat in successive turns. So if you use your chain fist in one of your turns, then you cannot use in the next turn again in the successive turn you cannot use the chain fist again. And as you can see, they don't have power fist, so they only have the chain fist. They don't have thunder hammers. So this makes that the only multiplier that we have as a weapon is the chain fist. They're slow and push powerful, so they make them slow, and they don't take the advantage of being able to shoot heavy weapons because they don't have any shooting ability. Yeah, as I say, one was costing 55 points, and you can add 2 additional for 55 points each. I will say if a close combat unit, you want at least 3, and you will go to 165 points if you go with 3. The unit may purchase one of the following marks, and they can take Mark of Corn. Furious Charge can be useful with this unit. Mark of Thanch, you pass the invulnerable save from 5 plus to 4 plus, not bad. Mark of Nurgle, you go to toughness 5, maybe the most useful in that case. And Slanesh, plus 1 to initiative. We have to be careful because we have a couple of weapons that make you strike at initiative 1. And the unit might take Veterans of the Long War special rule. Then you will go to leadership 9, and you will have preferred enemy Space Marines. Yeah, I don't think I will take any of the marks if I go for them, unless I'm doing a thematic army, and what I see mutilators may have some utility is with Mark of Nurgle, and maybe with Mark of Corn, that is very cheap. But Mark of Corn is 5 points. I will say I will think Mark of Nurgle is doing better job for 1 point additional. Why I say this unit I don't like it? Yeah, they have weapons that they can have weapons from AP4 to AP2 because they can have the chain fist, they can have the power axe, power maul, power sword, and lightning claws. And to be fair, if you have lightning claws and power sword, you combine from one to the other and you will be okay. So for if you go to close combat to armor 3, you don't have issues. If you go against things that you need AP2, you can combine power fist, chain fist, and power axe. If you go against vehicles with heavy armor, let's put as an example of vehicles like walkers that you have to strike the front armor, you need the chain fist. So only being able to do chain fist and then another strange weapon and then go back to chain fist is not very useful for the mutilators, because you will change from chain fist to power axe and then back to chain fist. That means when you are striking with the power axe, you will have a strength 5, or you will use the power mole, that then you will have a strength 6. But the strength 6 against armor 12, yeah, you need 6s to glance. So this is one of the problems I see. If you go against workers, you have to be careful and you have to ensure that you will kill during the first turn, because in the second turn you are not going to do anything. Second, the unit is slow and push-powerful. If you reach the close combat and you win, and the enemy runs away, you cannot chase because you are slow and push-powerful. And this is a big pain. And you cannot run because you are slow and push-powerful. So this makes this unit quite difficult to move. This unit needs a delivery system, and the only delivery system that you have in this codex, unless you go to Forge World, is the Land Rider. It's the only vehicle you can put them, and then they can assault from there. But then I will think, if I spend 155 points, 65 points for 3 Mutilators, that you will have 9 attacks. It's not a bad. I think it's better to invest these points in Terminators. I think Terminators can do same job and are more flexible and are going to be cheaper. Or you will have 5 Terminators, 3 Terminators, 4 Terminators maybe for that cost. But they will have more flexibility, or you have Terminator with double lightning claw, and you know that the equipment. So I'm not fan of this unit. I think they try to do the version of the close combat of how it's called, the name of the Obliterators. And yeah, the Obliterator makes sense because in shooting you can rely on less. You don't need this minimum mass, but on a close combat, yeah, they are Terminators with 2 wounds. And if some guy is taking them with some plasma weapons, last cannons, anything that have AP2, these guys will start dying. And they don't have the advantage that they used to have the close combat Terminators from the Space Marines. They don't have a good save. You can go quite good if you put the Mark of Stench. You will have then invulnerable save on 4+. You will save half, but I will say if you do that, why don't it's better maybe to use the cover. And I think the best way to deliver them is in a Land Rider. So how to play them if you want to play them and you think that is useful? Take a unit of 3. I think this is the minimum for a close combat weapon. Put them in a Land Rider. Move the Land Rider straight forward to the enemy, disembark and assault. And you will have at least 4 attacks of the weapons that you choose, because they have 2 attacks base, but the weapons goes in 2, so you will have 3, and then by assaulting you will have 4 attacks. And I think this is the best way to use them. So far, I'm not very impressed with that unit, and I think if you want to go to close combat, there are cheapest and better ways in the chaos. If you don't want to use allies, you always can use the Chosen, you always can use the Terminators, you even can use Berserkers. I think they can do the better job. And if you can use allies, the Demons can do better job than the Mutilators. In the Demons you will have much better choices. And I say, having a slow unit in close combat looks like opposite of what you want in close combat. The other option is to invest some points. Maybe you only want to put 200 points, is not that much. You keep them in your backward, hide them, and when enemy is charging you, you countercharge with the Mutilators. But the problem is, if you win the assault with the Mutilators, imagine that you saw some Space Marines. You will kill 6 Space Marines, for example, 6 maximum, 5, because you do 12 attacks. Okay, of these 12 attacks you will hit 6 because you will hit in on 4s. So you will hit 6, and you will miss some of wounding. So you will kill in average maybe 5 if you're using the Chain Fist. And if you're not losing anyone in the assault, if you use the Power Sword, you are going to have a Strength 4, so you will kill only 3. So you will imagine that you win by 2, 3, 4, and the units, the Space Marines run away. Okay, you cannot chase them, and you are completely exposed and in the middle of the enemy terrain. You killed 3, 4 Marines, and now the Marines can completely obliterate you from the battlefield. And the same happens if you salt Imperial Guard or you salt other units. You will kill some of them, but you will not do tremendous damage. You will not do disseminate them. I think it's better when you have units that can deliver, especially when you can have units in close combat that can deliver 20, 30 attacks. Because you have 10 cheap guys that maybe they don't have armor, they don't have AP3, but they deliver much more pain to the enemy units. And I think this is the point, the big point. So Mutilators, maybe to finish some remaining units from the enemy. Then if you use them, maybe if you want to use them for assaulting 3 on a Land Rider, the other option is to just have 2. One I think is too short. Have 2 in your backward, keep it hidden. Is the enemy reaching you, you counterattack with them. Or the last way I see is try to hunt vehicles. Uh, 12 attacks of Power Fist against any vehicle. This can be more scary. I think they are there to try to kill vehicles, and they can even kill in close combat. They can kill then Land Riders or something like that. Against units, I don't see them, especially if there is type of horde, because you're going to be killed by when they strike you back and by saturation of damage. And that's all what I want to talk about the Mutilators. I hope you find this interesting. Yeah, let me know if you use them, how you use them, what marks, what is the best strategies for them. These are 2 ideas that I want to put on the table. I want to review all the units from this codex, and this is what I talk about them. We keep tuned, because now we are going to change to the next ones in the elite choices, and are going to be the cult units: Berserkers, Thousand Sons, Plague Marines, and Noise Marines. We are going to review them in depth. So that's all for now. Like if you like it, comment, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.